Hey guys, welcome everybody. I had some amazing questions submitted this week, and I'm very excited to be here with you guys. I had a week that was nonstop, and I'm going to be leaving 2 days from now to some countries that I have never been to before, Poland, Romania. I'm very excited to be doing those tours. And I'll talk more about that in a second and how that and why I have these kind of things integrated as part of my business model. But first, I want to start off this call by just acknowledging and sharing a success story. I think all of you might have seen Eileen's post just a couple of hours ago, and I can see you're here on this call, Eileen. And Eileen, I'm going to unmute you, and I think everybody here would love to be able to hear, like, so you just did your first event. You were on the call, last call, and just share with us what happened since and what have you done and the result. And, I think all of us would love to hear, like, in more detail.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Peng Joon. You guys were very gracious in allowing Peng Joon to provide so much value and advice to me in the last call. And because of you guys letting him do that, and Peng Joon, everything you told me, it just went so much. I mean, we still can't really believe that what happened. We don't know how. Yeah, we still don't really know how it all happened, but we're just so grateful because doing the event was so much funner than I ever could have imagined it being. Like, I just didn't really know how powerful hosting something like that could be. And people were like crying within the first couple hours. They were just so impacted. So it was like, just my eyes are open to seeing the power of a live event. And then, yeah, the power of it. It's like mind blowing.
I really believe that in order to serve people the highest level, it all comes to live events. Now, some of you might not have, might have no intentions of ever doing a live event, but I want to challenge you and tell you that if you were to think about the people that has created change for you, chances are it wasn't through a book. Chances are it wasn't through some videos. Chances are it was because you had an experience that enabled you to have full immersion. And what if that could be you for somebody else? Okay, so yes, live events and income from live events could be great, but the impact from it, I promise you, if you had a live event with just 5 people in it, and when you've never done a live event before, it will change how you look at things.
Yes.
Eileen, when's your next live event? Are you going to be doing it again? Like, what's the plan?
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if I got to tell you, Peng Joon, but it was your 30-day summit strategy about doing the bonus ticket to selling a course. And so when I sell the course, give a bonus ticket to a live event. So what we realized at the event was that really nobody bought off the low price ticket sales page. Everybody who came and flew in to the event all had bought off that, like the webinar, to the bonus ticket. So now we see that's what we need to be focusing on. So that's what I'm getting that webinar optimized right now on Facebook. It had gotten disapproved, so I'm tweaking that a little bit, but that's what, as soon as I can do that, I'm going to be doing that live every week. And then the next event, we're just going to project it out, I think maybe 6 to 8 weeks from now, to give time for people to go through the course and then make their arrangements to fly in.
I'm very excited for you, Eileen. We are all, rooting for you and very excited for you. And you are an example of somebody that takes action. And guys, I hope all of us have something learned from just, watching somebody that's never done an event before, 70K for a live event.
That was 92. Can you imagine?
92. 92. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Peng Joon. Thank you all of you guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, guys. So that is just one of the many things that can happen when you actually take action. Okay, so I have received, my team has forwarded to me some of the questions we received. As always, guys, if you want to have a hot seat, submit your questions, mdc@smobble.com. That is the email. If you like me to coach you through whether it's your offer, whether it's your traffic, whether it's your funnel, send it over and try to be as specific as possible. Like I said, priority is given to those of you that send something that is specific, where I can coach you and I know exactly what it is you want, rather than a page that says, this is what I've done, please give me feedback. Okay, sure, I could take a look at it with all you guys, but I'm going to be able to help you much clearer, at a much higher level, if you are clear on what it is that you want to accomplish. Okay, so let's start off this call by doing this. Okay, so as always, what I like to do is I would like you to open a new tab, all of you right now, and go to our Facebook group. And I just made this post. Look for this post that I've put up here and let me know in the chat on questions that you might have, that you might feel that you're stuck with something. Post your thoughts. And as we're doing this together, I'm going to be reading the comments here. I can see that Jonathan has asked the question in here. So go ahead, make a post. In fact, if you guys are excited for this call, just go ahead and put in a comment saying, I'm excited, let's get started, so that I can see who is live here on this call. Okay, so go ahead and make a comment, open a new tab. I'm gonna have a sip of water while you guys do this, but go ahead and do that right now. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to do this. All right, we have Mandy, Jonathan, Eileen, Ryota, Jackie. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by taking a look at, so guys, go ahead and make a comment. Let me know if any questions. We'll take a look at them later. But what I would like to do is I am gonna start off by looking at questions some of you might have submitted in the last 2 weeks, as well as before that, where if I didn't get to cover that, I'm going to cover that right now. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look. Jackie, okay, so you submitted the question. Some parts of the funnel is painstaking. At the same time, the process is enjoyable. Straight to the point. Challenge funnel launching on the 1st of May, which is today. Is that today? Here is the link. You do not have an upsell. Is that fine? Okay, so let's take a look at the challenge funnel together. As you guys might know, I did a challenge. So let's quick backstory on the challenge funnel before I go into this. So some of you, as I'm doing this, again, it's not about Jackie, but it is about all of you that's thinking of launching a challenge funnel one day. I can tell you that challenge funnels are the new webinar, like Eileen talked about earlier. The reason why she found my process on filling up events was through the ClickFunnels challenge funnel. And if you take a look at what ClickFunnels and what Russell Brunson is doing, they have literally shifted all of their front end stuff and funneling everybody through their one funnel away challenge. Okay, and the reason for that is because challenges are exciting. If you have seen me launch the challenge funnel a while back, then you would have seen that the numbers were amazing, and we are acquiring customers at a much lower rate than our other funnels. Well, they're about the same, but the average cart value and how much they're worth is a lot more. And the reason for that is because people that go on challenge funnels are engaged. They're actually consuming the content. And if at the end of the challenge, you actually ascend them to something else, that is when the take-up rate becomes a whole lot higher. The people that is on my videos challenge, the people that participate, the more likely they are to attend the graduation webinar at the end, and they are also a lot more likely to buy the thing that is offered on the webinar at the end. And the reason for that is because a webinar funnel is not like another membership site where people buy, and we all know that most people don't take action. Okay, so when you issue a challenge, people are engaged, right? Just like Jefferson says, he's here from the challenge. That's what you guys want to be doing. Okay, so let's talk about how we can incorporate this challenge into part of your business model, and let's all learn through Jackie's funnel. So you'll be able to see a lot of different elements as we do this together. And as we're doing this, I want you to post your questions in the Facebook group so that I can answer your questions. Okay, so let's start off by taking a look at Jackie's funnel. Jackie, I'll unmute you in a second, but let's take a look at this. Okay, so first things first. I've always said this a long time, right? If you have a sales video, conversions are a whole lot better if things are above the fold. So what does that mean? In our last session, I believe I said that to Eileen as well. But whenever you have a video, you want to have the entire video to be above the fold. So one of the things we want to do is we want to make this take up less prime real estate, right? Because this is real estate here. And by having something like this, we waste a lot of space with the logo. And we want to be able to move this up so that the video is above the fold. If you want to take things one step further, you want to have this video on autoplay as well. Now, here's the thing with autoplay. Because the Google Chrome algorithm constantly changes, sometimes they allow YouTube to have autoplay, sometimes they don't. Right now, the option for YouTube autoplay works, but it didn't work 2 months ago. If you want to have the safe option that is guaranteed to autoplay, then I would recommend using Wistia. Wistia is paid, but no matter how the Google Chrome algorithm changes, the video always autoplays. So to give you an example, if you were to go to my videos challenge, you will see that over here, take a look at this, right? You always want to take a look at the page at 100%. Might taking a while here to load. I don't know, it might be my internet connection. Well, it's the first today, and that's why it says here starting in 0 hours and 0 minutes. So this is how ideally it should look like. The video here, let me just kind of pause it. Okay, so this is how you want it to look. You want your videos to be above the fold, okay, like this. So okay, so I can see that challenge now is starting next month. Okay, Jackie, I'm looking for you. Hey, Jackie. Okay, there you are. Jackie, why don't you explain to us a little about your challenge, how it works, so that I can understand what it is that you want to achieve.
Okay. Thank you, Peng Joon. Thank you, everyone, for having me here talking about my challenge. Yeah, so I'm running this. I'm running this 28-day challenge for women. And a big story about myself is, I'm a gym owner. I run an all-female gym, and that I just wanted to reach out more to people that is not training at in my gym itself. So that's the challenge. And where I'm looking at this challenge is beyond just training, but more so for mind and body connection, and then to get them to eat properly, then train, and show some gratitude and appreciation to things that is around them. So that's the 28-day challenge about. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so looking at the page, let's head back to the page. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you all these different tweaks. Guys, as you guys are looking at this, I want you to start thinking about your challenge, okay, and how you can integrate the things that I'm talking about in your business model. So let's take a look at the sales video, and because that's probably the most important thing, okay, and then we'll take a look at the copy. So I like the design, okay, it's very clean. Let's take a look at the messaging, the copy, because that is the thing that will make all difference.
Attention to all busy, high-performing women. The following is a message for every busy woman who needs to get in shape but can't find the time to do so. Hi, my name is Jackie, and here's the truth you need to know about getting in shape and feeling good about yourself. In fact, here's the biggest problem you face right now. It's the internet that is loaded with inaccurate information that lead you to believing the wrong thing for your body and health. But that's not the end of the problem. It actually gets worse. Why? Because you will be wasting your precious time trying out trial and error in the process, which means you can't attain your fitness goals and end up feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, and give up. Worst of all, most busy women can't get past the idea that having it all, a great body, successful career, amazing family and relationship, and time for yourself is possible. But luckily for you, there is now a solution to your problem. So, if you are a busy woman who really needs to get in shape but can't take the time to do so, here's the solution you have been looking for. Introducing her Best Version 28-Day Challenge. Her Best Version 28-Day Challenge helps you to get in good shape, have accelerated confidence, save your time and money on diet and fitness plans, save energy throughout the day, possess an extraordinary power to do your work, love yourself the right way, and much, much more. Best of all, you will start seeing results with her Best Version 28-Day Challenge in 28 days, and it only costs $97. So again, if you're a busy, high-performing woman who wants to have it all, good body, health, confidence, and energy, understand this. You only live once, and never, never allow your precious time to slip away just like that. Start taking action to be your best version, as it's only fair to yourself. You don't need any complicated diet or workout plans in order to make it work. Her Best Version 28-Day Challenge makes it very simple and easy to get you results. Act now before it's too late.
Very nice. Okay, Jackie, I can see you put a lot of time and effort in creating the video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you these different slices to improve on that video. If you want a conversions to increase, you will have to shoot it again, but I can see that you've incorporated a lot of different type of languaging that I've taught in that, which is good, like things like not starting off with your name, talking about the payoff. But let me kind of show you the different tweaks that you can add in there in order to make it better. Now, guys, as I'm going through this framework, I want you to start thinking for yourself as well, like how can I, and it doesn't need to be a challenge funnel. As long as you're doing a sales video, you will be able to incorporate these different things, okay? So let's start off with the payoff, okay? What I like is at the start, there was that B-roll footage of you, lifestyle, holding up the bag, putting up their travel, right? I wanna see more of that. And the reason why I wanna see more of that is because being a gym owner, that's credibility. That shows that you are living it. That shows that you are an expert without having you to say it. And one of the things that I want to do is I want you to be able to show that as part of the B-roll as you are talking, rather than having that long silence before you start talking. Now, why is this crucial? It is because, guys, remember this. When a person lands on your page, that first 5 to 10 seconds is so crucial. That is when you want to have their attention. That is when you want to have the hook. So if in the first 5 to 10 seconds, you do not get their attention, they leave the page. So I want to start off strong, and I want to integrate the best of both worlds, which is rather than the B-roll, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but the next level to it would be starting straight with the payoff. Rather than starting attention busy women, I would rather compress it all so that it starts off with, is it possible for busy women to actually have it all? To be able to have the time, the career, family, money, and juggle all of them. And as you are saying this, I want the B-rolls to appear. So now you're capturing their attention immediately, right? So it starts off with the payoff. It's interesting. And when a person is browsing and they've got 10 different tabs open, it is very important that we always have this pattern interrupt. And that is why having the B-rolls there is crucial. So the B-rolls at the start was great, but I don't want it to end. I want it kind of like sprinkled throughout this entire video. Okay, so that's the first piece. Now, the second piece that I would like to see more is I didn't really see what I'm going to be doing during this challenge. To me, that was very vague. Like, are we going to be doing workouts together? Are you giving me a meal plan? Okay, so Jackie, walk me through on a daily basis for 28 days. What are we going to be doing? What are you going to be doing with them?
Okay, so basically, I did have plans to explain the product, I mean the offer itself, but I'm just afraid that it might be a bit too long of video to put it in, so I did not put it in. Yeah, I will see how I can incorporate that and put it into the video. And okay, so for the offer itself, it's divided into 4 phases. So it's basically connect. So connect is doing things like the power of affirmation, things like having them to set up their morning properly, things like time management, so on and so forth. So that's connect. Flow on by consume. Consume is more like what exactly is eating healthy. So get them to drink water. So there's a day where you get them to eat more vegetables, things like that. So that's for the phase 2 challenge. And then for the phase 3 would be...
Is that like, is each phase 7 days? Is that how it works?
Yeah, each day is 7 days. So in total, there'll be 28 days. So that would be four phases.
And is there something actionable for them to do each day?
Oh, yes. So every day it's a different challenge for them to do. And once they do it, they will get a score. Yeah, and I give them a calendar to actually keep track of that.
Okay, so there's a couple of things in order to make the challenge more interesting so that it doesn't feel like yet another online course, okay? So we want to make it sound fun. We want to make it sound like there is a group of people doing it together. And if you've seen my videos challenge, I also do like prizes. Are there any prizes or anything mapped out like that?
Yes, there'll be 2 prizes. So cash prizes for them.
Cash?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's...
or not, but...
Say that again?
I'm not sure if it's legal to give out cash. But I think that would be like the most attractive price.
I actually do not think that cash would be the most attractive because when people participate the challenge, first of all, when they participate and they get to know who you are and they build a connection with you, a prize would be something with you or created by you. And I think that, well, I know that it will be a lot more meaningful than cash. So think about like something that they can get with you, and also make it so that by having that prize, if they don't win, they actually ask, what's that thing? right? So for example, in my videos challenge, my first prize is 1 ticket to Internet Mastery Retreat that I sell online for $4,000, right? So if a person doesn't win, and there's only one winner, everybody else that participates, natural question would be, how do I come for this event? I want to come for this event because I didn't win, but I think this thing is amazing and I don't mind paying for it. Okay. So one of the things that you want to do with the prize is not just for engagement, but it's also seeding people who didn't win to actually buy the thing. So one of the things you can do is, if you have another offer, a core offer, a high ticket, coaching, consulting, live event, this goes for all of you. Think about how you can incorporate that as the prize so that one person wins, but for everybody else that didn't win, there would be people that's thinking, wow, that is an amazing offer. I want to buy it because I had such a great, amazing time in the challenge that, you know, so where do I sign up? Okay, and we've got a lot of people that asked us and actually signed up because of that. Okay, so that's what you want to be doing. So I would suggest changing it so that it's not cash, but something that is with you, an offer, so that it actually creates that type of result.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so in other words, okay, your sales video, I want you to mention what those prizes are.
Okay.
I want you to mention during the 28 days, these are the things we're going to be doing together. Okay. In order to have it all, there are 4 different phases. Phase number 1, in the first 7 days, we are going to build. Let's take a look at your copy. Okay. So, connect, consume, charge, celebrate. Okay. So first phase I'm going to talk about is, I want to talk about like what these phases are in the video. Okay. Now, don't worry that the video is long. I've opened a new tab here if you guys want to watch. But Event Codex is an offer that I sell online for $2,000. And do you know how long this sales video is? This sales video is 25 minutes long. It is not about how long the video is. It is about whether the video is effective. Okay, so don't worry about the length. The length is never a concern. If the video is constantly engaging them, if it's constantly making them shift, if it's a pattern interrupt, if it's entertaining, they will watch the entire thing. Okay, and your video needs to have these very crucial things. Okay, towards the end, I'm gonna connect this entire pitch for you, but I want you to start thinking about all these different phases. Okay, now if phase number 2 is consume, does that mean that they only start eating right in phase 2? How would that work?
Yeah, so they will start. I'll give them like things like on day 8, which is the first day of phase 2, would be then to start taking adequate water, and I will actually teach them how to calculate the amount of water they have to consume that day.
And does that roll over? So does that mean if I have to do that water thing on day 8, on day 26, do I still do that? Does it constantly roll over?
Yeah, so there'll be a reminder, but that will not be counted as a score for them. So they will still do that challenge, but there'll be a reminder to do what is the most important for that phase as they go along with the rest of the challenges.
And for phase 3, I'm guessing this is where the workout begins?
Yep.
Is it possible to start the workout on day 1? Because from here, when I see this, it just feels like I am going to be working out for 7 days. Is that, or 14, because phase 3 carries 14. On to phase 4?
Yes.
14, right?
Yeah,
okay, so
working out.
Okay, let's start with this. Let's start with this very basic concept of a challenge. Okay, the most basic thing a challenge must be able to accomplish is a person that joins the challenge at the end of it must be able to say whether they completed it or they didn't. It's very black and white, okay? And what we want to do is we want to set them up to win. We want to make it so that it's bite-sized pieces, it's fun, and if they actually do it, it's something that they can be proud of. Like, wow, I actually did this. So we want to make it very straightforward, and we want to do something so that when they see other people doing it, at the end of it, they have something to show for. So like for my 21 days videos challenge, the outcome is very clear, right? The outcome is 21 videos to be used in your marketing campaign. It's either you did it or you didn't. So one of the things that I'm trying to shift is, based on our conversation that we have so far, I still do not have that clarity on what the outcome would be if I were to participate in your challenge for 28 days. So at the end of 28 days, like what would I have done? That is what the audience needs to know, okay? If you were to explain that, what do you think it would be? Something that's tangible. So if I did your challenge at the end of 28 days, what would that be?
I would say you're a few more confident because of the first phase of like getting them to do
Okay,
affirmation.
so that's the problem. The problem is more confident is not tangible enough. It's
Yeah.
still very vague. It's not something that is black and white. When somebody does that, it's hard for a person to really answer whether they were more confident or not, because sometimes the lines can still be a little gray. It would be very tangible if the angle, and you can tweak this to however it fits your story and your offer, which is something like this, okay? Is it possible for busy women to have it all, to have the time, money, confidence, to eat right, even if they have a busy schedule? Hey, my name is Jackie and I am a gym owner, and one of the things I do is I empower women and show them a path, a gateway to how you can actually have it all. And what many people don't know is that it all begins with a habit. Did you know that it actually takes 28 days for a person to form a habit? What if I could show you how you can change the quality of your life by drastically changing your habit for 28 days so you never go back to your old ways? You see, here's the problem. The problem is most people are constantly trying out the new shiny object, the latest fad, the latest diet, and they're really intense about that thing for the first week, and after that, they start binge eating it. After that, they fall back to your old ways. What if I could put you in an environment so that you're supported with a group of peers that's doing the same thing that you are doing, so that you start eating right, so that you have that consistent exercise, even if you've never done it in your entire life? I am talking about living your best, the best version of you, the challenge. So here's what's going to happen for the next 28 days. In the next 28 days, one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you simple workouts where you can do it from the comfort of your own home. I am going to be giving you the meal plans and how you can actually prep your own meals and still eat without giving up your favorite foods. What if I told you that I have prepared for you the recipes where you could literally have your, I don't know, whatever recipe that might be, so that eating food and the right food and dieting is no longer a painful process. Now, I believe that when it comes to having it all, it is about these few ingredients. Number one, it is about having a sustainable dieting plan, which is basically finding something that you actually love that is actually good for you. It is about doing these consistent exercises that is realistic, so that it becomes part of your life, part of your routines, part of your lifestyle. And if I could help you change all these different aspects of your life for 28 days, that is when I know you'll form a habit so that you never fall back in your old ways. If you are ready to change the quality of your life and doing it in a way that's fun, doing it in a way where you have a community that is supportive of you, then I urge you to join me to live the best version of you, the challenge for the next 28 days. Right? So what am I doing here? I'm kind of giving them clarity and a roadmap on what to expect if they did participate in your challenge. Right now, there is this vagueness of, I don't know what this challenge is going to be about. I don't know what is the tangible outcome. Okay. I like confidence. What would be the different exercises that would increase their confidence?
I mean, the confidence bit is the first phase, and obviously, like when it comes to tangible, looking at what they consume during phase 2 and then 3 when they are exercising, that would actually translate to a more tangible result. Then again, like I hear where you're coming from, putting the charge, which is the phase 3, forward, so that they start off like early, so that they will get better results at the end. Am I right to say that?
So what I'm saying is, what if you had these 4 things? Okay, let's take a look so that everybody sees this. What if you have these 4 things as part of the daily challenge, where every single day you get 1 point for doing one of these things? So that means you get 1 point if you did the homework for connecting with yourself and the homework for, I don't know, so let's say if this is meditation, okay? So if you meditated that day, if you woke up with some, and you did the self affirmations, those beliefs, that process, you get 1 point. If that day you ate right and you followed the meal plan that I gave you, you get 1 point. If on that day you did the workout that I gave you, you get 1 point. And if that day you followed my process on celebrating, that is when you get 4 out of 4, okay? So my goal here, in order to show you how to live the best version of you, is to make sure that you have that balance in these 4 different aspects, so that every single day you are living that balanced life, so that you can have it all. Because if every single day I can make sure that you're connecting with yourself and connecting with others, and by being present and being and being there, if I can help you to consistently eat right every single day, if I can help you to charge and boost your energy levels so you no longer feel tired, if I can help you to celebrate life every single day so that you are living every single moment and squeezing the most out of life, I would have done my job. And this happens on a daily basis. These are the 4 pillars to live the best version of you: to connect with others and yourself, to consume and eat right, to constantly charge your body and fuel it, and to celebrate life. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So now the challenge becomes fun. It's like, now if I join the challenge, and people who join challenges, they want to score, they want to have fun, right? They want to be able to do it. Why are challenges different from yet another home study course? Because it's actionable. It's something that people implement and actually do. So now if there's a point system where every single day, so let's say they have to, in order to, so in the group, they have to post how many points they got. And of course, it will be on the honor system. They'll take a picture of themselves at the gym or eating the right meal or whatever it might be, okay? Post in a group so that when people see that, it also is a snowball effect, right? It's like, oh, this person got 4 points, okay? I'm gonna be motivated so that I eat that right meal. I'm connecting with myself. I'm celebrating life, and I am charging by doing the workouts. And when you have that, man, this is when people will really participate and they're going to be engaged with you. Okay, guys, as all of you are listening to this, start thinking, how can you apply these principles for you? It's not about Jackie. All of you, in one way, shape, or form, whether it's through a challenge funnel, whether it's through a sales video, notice what I'm doing. These are just principles. Okay, it's universal. So Jackie, based on what I said, tell me how can you make these changes and improvisations in your members area or your challenge?
Okay, so right from the start, there's the sales video itself. I have to change that a little bit to put in more of the other parts of myself into the video, and have the talking at the background. So apart from that is the 4 phases. The 4 phases then will be 4 points into just one day and have it for 28 days instead of like spread it throughout. And end of the day, I'm looking at tangible results.
Yes.
And,
okay.
Just fun and.
I want to make it sound fun, so I want to understand your process a little bit more. Tell me more about Connect. What type of exercises is that?
Connect, so every day it's different. I have one day that it's power of affirmation. So I actually have like fill in the blanks for them in terms of like their career, their family, their relationship. So they have to fill in the blanks like I am beautiful.
So every day there's going to be affirmations for a full 28 days.
It's a full 28 days for the affirmation.
Yes, because you already have that. Yes.
Yeah, I already have that. And apart from that is I'm also going to teach them, so what I call it is the 5 whys. So 5 whys is why do you want that fitness goal? So we really dig down into like the reason why you want to achieve that fitness goal. Yeah.
I love it. Okay. So I want you to start envisioning what happens when people take action, right? So imagine that you have your Facebook group and they're posting the group their affirmations. They're sharing that, right? So that's 1 point. Okay. So if you did the daily affirmation, that's 1 point. Okay, great. Let's move on with the next one. Consume. So walk me through that process.
Consume, there's 2 days that they will have to drink properly. They have to drink X liters of water a day. Then the other 2 days is they have to eat greens. And the other 2 days is they have to make sure there's no sugar. And then the last day is they have to make sure that they eat clean. At least 1 meal has to be whole food.
Okay, so now this is good, okay? So in order to kind of make it clean, what I would do is, because I do know like food is a very big spectrum, right? Now this is your call, but you could make it potentially so that each 4 things is 4 points if you want to make it a little bit more detailed. So what that means is under consume is 4 points. If you met your daily water requirement, that's 1 point. If you did not consume sugar that day, you get 1 point. If you ate greens that day, you get 1 point. What's the last one? Can you think of one more?
As whole foods.
Whole food. No processed foods, right?
Yeah, no processed food, yeah.
Okay, so if you did not eat processed foods that day, that's 4 points. Now, here's why I really feel good about this, okay? Because I know that if all they did was just follow that, and if they really followed through for 28 days, they would have amazing results. And me being a competitive person, if I did join the challenge, I am somebody that want to score all 4 points all 28 days. So now, self-assessment, okay? I don't know if you can make it so that connect is also 4 points. I don't know if you can make charge 4 points and celebrate 4 points, but if you can, that means that it will be 16 points throughout. But that's something I want you to think of, because I believe that if you did that, your challenge becomes a lot more powerful. Okay. Do you think that's possible, or is that?
Yeah, of course. There's just too many things that I want to put in, but it's just 28 days. Yeah, of course I can put it in.
Okay, so 4 points for connect, 4 points for consume. Let's talk about charge. So is that walk me through charge. What Is that just a workout?
Yeah, so every day will be a different workout that will take about 10 to 15 minutes to complete, and it's body weight, more geared towards high intensity training. And I can really see where the 4 points can be. So the 4 points can be warm up to the actual workout to um, maybe something, and then cool down, stretching.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, celebrate.
Okay, so celebrate. It's more of so what I get them to do is to list down people that they want to thank, to say I mean to give gratitude towards, and then why they want to give gratitude to them. So it's more like a mindset shift, like to 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 have them more positive than always think that the world is very bad. Yeah.
Okay, guys, as I am doing this, here's what I would like you all to do. Okay, I would like you to go back to this thread and type in the comments. Type in the comments what type of challenge funnel do you think you can apply in your market. Okay, walk me through what do you think is your challenge and what do you think is a tangible outcome for your challenge. So like what I'm doing with Jackie here, what is your challenge and what is your tangible outcome, so that when a person completes that challenge, that would be the thing that they did and they will be proud of it. Okay, do that right now. Let me know in the chat and I'll take a look at that once we finish up with this. Okay, so 16. Okay, so I like this. Okay, so now to kind of improvise on the pitch, it would be, so for the next 28 days, we are going to play a game. And this game is where it is all about these 4 pillars. If you want to have a balanced life, I believe it's all about connecting with yourself, being present, being there, connecting with people, okay? And there are 4 points to this. If you did the homework, you would have scored 4 points, where what if it was also about eating right? But you can do it in a way that doesn't require you to give up your favorite foods. Charge, okay? So like what I talked about earlier, but now you're gonna walk them through and make it sound fun. Okay, celebrate. Okay, so let's take a look at your calendar, and then after that we'll walk you through the entire page one more time. Side note, when a person scrolls, you want to have the thing on the funnel that enables them to close and X this thing, because right now this thing here is just taking up space if they do not want to watch this. Okay. Her best version, the calendar. Can you walk me through this? So what is this thing here?
The calendar itself is for them to stick on their fridge or like in their office, where they can just put down the points that they have earned. And
Okay.
this calendar itself is not how it looks like when it's printed out. So there's like 28 boxes for them to write their points.
I see. Okay. I actually like that a lot. I would want to have that shown here so that people who like to analyze stuff, who are very analytical, would have some sort of visual guidance on what they're getting. So one of the things, guys, that I like doing, and this is for all of you, is to give you an example. I like to balance out. So this is the X that I'm talking about. They must be able to close it. So one of the things that I'm talking about is you will always want to balance out the image that is kind of like graphical with the thing they are actually getting, right? So for example, the 21-day quick start masterclass. And then I'm showing them visually, oh, you're getting videos. I'm showing them, oh, you're gonna get the content map workbook. Then, oh, okay, visually, this is what I'm getting. You're gonna get the scripts on what to say. Oh, right, okay, so these are the scripts, right? So these are headlines. Okay, these are different headlines. So one of the things you wanna be able to do is to create that stack so that after that, when you bundle them together, it's very clear visually what are the different things that they will be getting.
Okay.
Okay. This challenge book, is it an empty book or is it like, what is this?
It's an actual workbook that I'll be giving out to them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
I
text.
would love to be able to see that visually, like, same thing like what I did over here, so that they have a clue to like what's kind of like inside.
Okay.
Okay, so over here, what I would like, the main pointer I want you to be selling is these 4 pillars. Okay.
Okay.
I like the fact that you have a framework: connect, consume, charge, and celebrate. I want to make it so that maybe it could be like a quadrant. Okay. Every single day, I'm going to help you create the best version of your life so that you're in balance when it comes to these 4 pillars. You are, connect, consume, charge, celebrate. If you are living life being present, positive, here, now, if you could be eating right, fueling your body with the right fuel, and if you're supercharging it by moving, even though you might have never done a workout in your life, and if you are celebrating life, that is how I can show you how you can live the best version of your life. Okay, every single day we are going to be stretching your muscle for these 4 things, so that and we're going to be playing a game so that you can monitor your score. You can only tell where you're at in life if you're keeping score. What if I could show you the level that you're playing at and stretch you and coach you so that you drastically change what it is that you do, so that at the end of it, you have a brand new lifestyle. Right? So that's what I want you to show them, like, this thing is not a one-off thing. It is about me showing you what is actually possible when you're living life with these 4 things in place, so that at the end of it all, you never go back to your old ways. Because it is said that it takes 28 days for a person to develop a habit. You see, here's the problem. The problem is when people think about a workout, when people think about eating right, most people, it requires willpower. To most people, going to gym is a chore. But what if that was only true at the start? What if it's only painful at the start, whereby once I get you to constantly train that muscle and get out of your comfort zone, so that eventually you cannot live without it? Just like how if I do not go to the gym on a day, I feel it's something's missing. But that doesn't happen overnight. It happens as a direct result of forming a habit. This is what this challenge is about. Okay? Make it so that it is getting them to see it is not just a 28-day thing. It is about forming a habit so that they never go back, and also at the same time doing it in a way that is fun, in a community that is supportive of them. That is how you can get them serious results. That is how you'll be able to get some amazing testimonials, before, after pictures, and all these different things. In fact, I believe your day one must definitely include taking a picture of themselves. They don't have to post it up. It's for their own thing, so they need to take the picture day 1, day 8, day 22, and day 29. Okay, so that now initially they're doing it for themselves, but I guarantee you, when you get them results, they would be so happy to share it, and this would be the best marketing material that you would have. That's going to be way more powerful than the sales video or sales page when you get them results.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
And so I've got another question. Is because I'm creating a in ClickFunnels, the members area, and
Yes.
having all these 4 points that is almost the same for the 28 days. How would I then have the videos for that 28 days in the members area.
Right. So my video would be like this. It would be, so welcome to day 1 of living the best version of yourself. The reason why I created this challenge is because A, B, C, D, right? So here's what you can expect. So day 1 is just setting expectations. I think that's pretty clear every single day. So day 1, naturally the video will be longer because you're walking them through the big picture, what to expect and all that. Day 2 is, you could vary the thing. The thing is, people don't want long videos. If you gave them a long video, their odds of actually watching it and doing a challenge is a whole lot less. So one of the things that I do is I literally limit my video to 5 minutes. Like, that's max. 5 minutes really tops. It should be 3 to 5 minutes, so that the focus, remember, the focus of the challenge is not to watch long videos. The focus of the challenge is to get them to actually do it. Okay, so day 2, walk them through why they need to be doing day 2, why it's important. So every single day, you're just hammering in the affirmation for that day, the workouts, you know, what to eat, different recipes for a day, maybe you're gonna preload it over there, and how to celebrate. Okay, but that is definitely gonna convert way better than you know, splitting into phases, because this would make a lot more sense, and this would definitely get them results. I mean, if you're getting them to eat right, think right, move right from day 1, from the get-go, yeah, the results will be tremendous.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let me just share this one more time. So that means, okay, so first prize, so like, to me, first prize of $150, that is not sexy. That's like, I mean, second prize, I would have made $3, right? So I do not want that. I would rather you offer something where the first prize, the perceived value is, you know, at least $1,000, like, at least, right? So like for me, I give away my $4,000 ticket. We even have like the bonus weekly prizes. It doesn't cost us anything, and in fact, it's a lot more meaningful than money. Are you able to think of something that you know that they want, that would, you know, serve them as well at the same time?
It's possible. I mean, my coaching, but then that will take up time.
Okay.
So,
What if, where is your gym located?
in Singapore?
In Singapore. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'll give them like things like membership to come for our group classes. That's possible.
Yeah. You know, think of something so that it would cater to a global audience. That's what I'm saying.
Global audience.
Yeah, because ultimately, the way to scale this challenge is, sure, you could just start off by targeting the women in Singapore. That could be a good start. But eventually, if you want to scale this like everywhere, I mean, I can imagine the women in Singapore, if you just target them, that would be a pretty good enough audience. But after you keep running the challenge every single month, you would reach a point of diminishing returns pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm just thinking, like, beyond that, how do you have something that kind of caters to a global audience?
Okay, it means that then I have to come up with one more offer that is.
Look, don't do something that would delay your launch. I never want perfection to be the thing that cripples people, because then it's a never-ending thing. I want you to commit to really launching it next month. So I'm guessing it's not, is it launched yet? It's not launched yet? Okay. Really committing to launching on the 1st without, you know, crippling the progress. Commit to launching it on the 1st and make these amendments. Okay. So let's see. to, you know what, let me just kind of give you like the summary of it all. Okay, guys, as I'm doing this, okay, notice the things that I'm doing. Tangible outcome for your challenge. What is your challenge? Can you give a price to incentivize? Can you create a framework? That's number 3. Can you create a framework so that every single day it's very clear cut whether they did their homework or not? So for Jackie, because it's fitness and having that balance, it will be these 4 different things. For me, because it's marketing, it's just shooting a video. Try to keep it simple. Okay. Emmanuel raised a very good point. He says, if I was running a challenge like this, I would make my first place prize a personalized program than just a copy-paste program I had from one of my clients, and include an hour of consultation. I love that. Okay. I think that is amazing. Okay. So one of the things you could say, one of the things you're going to be getting, the first prize worth $5,000 is you're not just going to get an hour of my time, but we're going to sit down. We are going to discuss what your goals are. And based on your goals, your lifestyle, I will create a customized plan for your workouts, for your meals, for your lifestyle, so that it's suited and customized just for you. Okay. I love that. Okay.
Yeah. That's
cool.
perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Because now you would be able to cater to, yeah, Emmanuel, well done. Okay, so cater to a global audience. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, I want to summarize this, and then I want to take a look at the questions that you guys have been posting over here. I'm going to take a look at the comments here in a second, guys. But let me just kind of summarize this so that all of you can incorporate the main points covered in here. Okay. Okay, let's do it. So I'm just going to do the pitch as though I am Jackie right now based on the different things that she talked about. Okay. So when you shoot the video, straight up, go into the payoff, why it's important, walk through the process of what the challenge consists of, and then call to action. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a question. Is it possible for busy women to actually have it all, to be in great shape, to have the health, to have the confidence and the energy levels? Hey, my name's Jackie. I'm a gym owner. And one of the things that I do is I empower women and show them how is it possible to have it all. When you're taking care of your kids, when you have the family, when you are expected to have a career, when you're expected to be fit and be in shape, is it actually possible to have it all and to live the best version of you? I believe that when it comes to having that balance, it all comes down to these 4 things. Number 1 is the ability to connect with yourself and connect with others, to be present, to be living life, being actually there. Do you notice people constantly just walking around, looking at their phones every day? Most people today are dead and they don't even know it yet. So the first thing we gotta do is to revisit connection with ourselves, connection with others. The second pillar that I truly believe the person needs to have in order to have it all is what you are actually consuming in your body, consumption. Most people are eating garbage. What if how you felt, your energy levels were purely dictated by what you're putting in your body? What if you could regain your energy levels so that you hardly felt tired, so that you would have the energy to be constantly out there working, taking care of kids? And that brings us to step number 3, charging up, charging yourself, moving, doing the exercises. And what if you could do it in a way that was fun, that wasn't painful, so that we can get you into a habit, a lifestyle, and having an active lifestyle so that you could recharge your energy levels, which finally brings us to celebrating life. I believe that a huge victory is just accumulation of many small ones. And the truth is, many times we forget to celebrate and to acknowledge the little things in life that we have on a daily basis, to be able to have that level of gratitude. This is why I founded and created the Best Version of You challenge. I'm talking about how in the next 28 days, we are going to play a game. We're going to make it fun. In the next 28 days, every single day, I'm going to put you in a community that's going to push you, that's going to challenge you, but at the same time, that's also supportive of you. That's going to inspire you, where every single day we're going to practice these 4 key areas. We're going to play a game every single day. When I give you the challenge, you're going to have the task, and you're going to see everybody else doing it, so that if you don't do it, you would actually feel really guilty. Look, it is said that the results we have is a direct correlation of the people that we hang out with. Chances are, if your top 5 friends are in the pub every single day, where do you think you're going to be? You're going to be in a pub. But what if I could put you in a community of like-minded people that's also on this challenge, that is also practicing these 4 areas? And what if I could have you in full immersion for the next 28 days? That's all I'm asking. 28 days to create a new habit, a new lifestyle, to really turn things around so that you could have it all, so that you have that energy levels again, so that you are moving again, so that you're living life again, so that you're squeezing every single bit of life. And to support you in this challenge, I'm going to give you exactly what to do every single day through videos. I'm going to put you in that Facebook community so that you can interact with me as well as other people in the group. I'm going to be giving you the workout plan that's actually fun, so that even if you've never worked out before, even if you don't have a gym, you will be able to do this from the comfort of your own home. What if I also gave you the meal plans based on food that is actually edible? You see, one of the problems why most people yo-yo back to their old weight is because they get very excited about this new thing, and they do something very drastic in a week that isn't sustainable, and they fall back into their old ways in just a week. But what if I could help you drastically change all that, so that it wasn't a fad, so that it becomes part of your life? If you would like to change the quality of your life long term, something that's sustainable, I want to urge you to join the Best Version of You challenge. The link is below, and hopefully I will see you there. We begin this challenge on the 1st. I want you to get excited, because I'm going to do, and then, in fact, I want to set your expectations high, because I am going to massively exceed them. Oh, and one more thing I did not mention. What if I also paid you to take action? That's right. I will actually incentivize you for taking action. We have weekly prizes whereby if you take action, your odds of winning actually increases. And look, if you do all these steps that I've shown you, and for some reason you don't get in your best shape ever, email me for a full refund, and I'll send you back all of your money, no questions asked. I will literally pay you if you fail. Your parents don't pay you if you fail. I will pay you if you fail. So there's no risk. Click on the link below and start the challenge right now. Okay, so that's how you do it. Can you see the difference in the languaging, the flow, the positioning from before and after?
Oh yeah, of course. You make everything sounds a lot more exciting. Even me myself, when I hear that, I want to take on the challenge.
Right. Right. No, and Jackie, when I see this, I know the lives and results you could, and the impact you would have when it's like this, right? Like when you position this way, it's like, it's a no-brainer. Like if I was a busy woman who didn't have the time, who haven't been eating right lately, and I haven't exercised in ages, and now I get to be in a community that is supportive of me, right? And I want you to just imagine, and I think here's the most important thing, all of you as well, right? When you have a message that is so important, like what Jackie has, and you focus on the impact and the results you could get somebody if you got it out there, right? You would take action. Right? You gotta think about all these different people that is out there that needs your help. Okay, so that is why I want you to get functional and just put it out there. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I promise you, if you implemented and integrated the things that were talked about today, it will make all the difference. So what I would recommend, Jackie, is when the replay goes out, and get the part that I just said, transcribed or whatever, and just practice it. And I know it was a little bit lengthy, one of the things you can do is, and this goes for all of you, is there is a cheat code. Okay, if you are not familiar with videos or shooting videos because you might not have the confidence just yet, then all you need to do is get an app on your iPad or on your iPhone. It's called teleprompter. Okay, it looks really small, but basically, I don't use it much. I use it more for demo. But look, it would be like selfie mode, right? And I can actually literally look at that. Congratulations for registering. It's Peng Joon. I know you can't really see. Oh, wait, you can. Because this webinar, I'm going to be revealing how to get more reach and more revenue online and offline. You will discover what's working right now. And the amazing thing is, see, the words are very close to the camera. So people can't tell that you're actually reading. So one of the things I would like you to do, Jackie, is, and try this, okay? These professional videos these days, they don't work. Well, or rather, they don't work as well as a raw video that doesn't seem like it's scripted. The app name is called Teleprompter. There is a free version, and then there's like a $5 version or something. The free version allows you to go up to 3 minutes, but if it's longer than 3 minutes, you need to get the paid version for $5 or something. But anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, when the video appears to be raw, that's when it converts better. So like my videos challenge, I purposely did it while driving because there's no way to really memorize or script something out or read from a teleprompter when a person is driving, right? But the second best option is if you don't want to go to that much practice, load it up on this script over here, so that and the thing is, oh, by the way, so you can see like the words are moving, okay? And if let's say it's going too fast, you can actually just kind of touch it with your finger and control how fast the text appears, so that if it's moving, then you realize it's slow, you just like touch it again, and it kind of just slows down, okay? So this is great. And when you're shooting this video, I don't know, you could be walking around your gym and just shooting it so that it appears that it wasn't scripted, even though the whole thing was scripted, okay? So that's one thing you could be doing, okay? How do all of you link up this thing? Notice the framework. What was the framework? What did I do? I started off with the, guys, write it down if you need to, okay? What did I do? I started off with the payoff. Is it possible to actually have it all, right? What's the payoff? Videos challenge would be like, you already know that videos are crucial. You already know that videos will give you an unfair advantage. So the question is, why isn't everybody doing it? Think about what is the payoff that people want. Then only do you introduce yourself, okay? And talk about your story. Talk about the problem people face, right? The problem people have right now is they try this latest fad, they're really intense about it for a week, and then 1 week, they're back to our old ways again because it's not realistic, it's not sustainable. Solution. What if we could do it in a way that was actually fun? What if we could actually do it in a way where it was sustainable, where you are put in this community where everybody's supportive of what it is that you're doing? Number 5 is this is when you introduce your thing, your offer, right? Is when you introduce the challenge. So talk about the challenge. Then number 6, call to action. Get started. And number 7, the last thing that I ended up with was the guarantee. right? This is the risk reversal. That's really it. That was the framework I follow. And how can I do it off the cuff? Again, guys, it's practice. How do I do it in all of our calls every 2 weeks? It's because I've got so much practice that it's just in here. Okay. And I want you to be willing to practice so that you can acquire this skill set as well. I promise you, if you're willing to practice and be bad at it at first, you will be good at it eventually. Okay. So let's all, I want to quickly just take a look at the comments. I know there is a lot. Okay, let's see. How much, okay, let's start with Liz. How much lead time do you recommend for the challenge funnels? So for me personally, I start on the 1st. The challenge runs for 21 days. And then after that, there's a graduation webinar towards the end. And on the 1st, we start again. So the challenge officially ends on the 21st. There is a webinar after that, but the lead time is about 9 days. And again, this is just my funnel. It could be 28 days, and then you have a 3-day lead time if you choose to run it on the 1st. But a good challenge is always between 21 to 28 days. Anything less than 21 days is a little bit too short before they start getting committed. And anything longer than 28 days feels too much of a commitment. Okay. Concetta, first time here. Excited for you. I'm excited for you as well. I noticed that your email often not using personal name. I mix it up. You know, a lot of people use personal names. I still do it, but I do not start an email off with a personal name. I try to include the personal name in between the email rather than the start. Participate in challenge funnels, correct. It's more engaging. Or the event tickets as a bonus, would you suggest a challenge or a live webinar? I would. So a challenge would always, first of all, Eileen, a challenge always needs to be paid. Okay. Those who pay attention. That's how it is. If a challenge is free, it means nothing. Your participant rate will be so bad because people just don't value free stuff, sadly. Okay. For event tickets as a bonus, would you suggest a challenge or a live webinar? They both have its merits. I would personally prefer the live webinar because when I do a live webinar event tickets, I would bundle it with the home study course. A challenge is good to ascend people to the next thing, to be able to acquire customers profitably and then to send them and ascend them to the next thing. Okay, just like how some of you could be here on this call right now because of the videos challenge, right? Okay, Jonathan's challenge is a 21-day men's challenge to rebuild your wardrobe. Okay. Jonathan, I would say, again, think about something that is tangible. And the reason why I say that is this sounds like after buying this challenge, I need to spend more money. And I just spent money with you. So I would prefer it if it was something to do with perhaps confidence, something to do with something that you can do on a daily basis so that they're posting in the group and that there's engagement. Okay. Emmanuel Gym Owner Challenge. Okay, I know. I'm trying to look for questions. Guys, if you have any questions, please post it below. I know I asked you to post your challenge, but here, this is for you to get clarity on what it is that you got today. Guys, I would also love if you post your biggest takeaway from this session today. Go ahead and do that right now. What is the number one takeaway that you got today. Because when you do this, you'll have clarity and you'll be able to cement what you got in a whole lot better. Okay, let me know in the chat what was your biggest takeaway.
Peng Joon, I've got one
Go
last
ahead.
question here.
Go ahead.
Okay, my question is because I run a gym, right? So there's a brand name there. But then when it comes to like, you know, I mean, in future, definitely I'm creating more of the online products, online offers as well. So do I then, when it comes to running a campaign like on Facebook, do I then create like my own personal brand page, like personal page, and run my campaigns there? Or should I then stick with my gym's page? Because I'm not sure if that would be very confusing.
Yeah, I always recommend running ads from the personal name. And the reason for that is because when people see a post from a named company, most people, remember, outside hate ads, they hate sales, they hate advertisements. So the moment they see a post from a company name, it tells them, oh, this is an ad. And the mind switch off even before giving your post a fair chance. So I would recommend posting it as you, and then you can send them to, you know, through your process, through your funnels, to the gym after that. But if possible, never run ads from a company name.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay, Weiboon, I can see your message here that you are not yet approved in the group. I think you just joined. I will make sure that, wait, give me a sec. Let me see if I can approve you right now. I have not approved members in an extremely long time. I do not know how or where to go. Let me see. Give me a sec. Hey, I want to wrap up the call. I will get somebody from my team to make sure that they approve you tomorrow. Is that cool? Weiboon? Weiboon, where you at? Could you wave at me if you're here? Can't really see. Oh, there you are. Okay, I'll make sure that somebody approves you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, cool, man. Thanks. Okay, okay, so let me just kind of go back to the post again. So guys, share with me your biggest takeaway. I'm going to take a look at the, I just want to make sure that you guys got it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them. Okay, Jonathan says, how niche should I go if I'm starting out? Jonathan, for me to answer this, I would need to go deep with you, but because I feel like if I gave you a short answer, it wouldn't do you justice. But I would not recommend niching down until it's just slim, short, Asian male entrepreneurs under 40. Like that is a little bit much. It's like, I feel like, why can't I join if I'm a slim, short, Caucasian? You know, I would say slim and short. Now that's niche. Okay, doesn't necessarily need to be under 40, but like slim and short people. You know, if you really want to cater to the market and just really talk about how, like, look, chances are if you were this slim and short person, you might have struggled with confidence for a really long time, right? And you can talk about your story and how you might have struggled with that, if that's true for you. Okay, that, I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why you want to take that angle. But at the same time, also know that people want to be able to identify themselves with a group and to be proud of that group. Okay, now what does this mean? It means that if, let's say, my niche was I enable broke people to find their whatever, their passion, you see, people would not be proud, even though they're broke, to be part of my community, right? they would not shout out from the top of the building saying, I am proud to be part of this Facebook group of broke people looking for their passion. You know what I mean? So you still want to create a movement where people want to identify themselves as part of the group, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is a little bit too niche. If you want to create something on confidence, I would rather be about confidence than, you know, serving just slim short people. Harm says biggest takeaway is to offer a price that seeds the rest to buy a product. Yes, okay, crucial. Biggest takeaway is Big Mac fries and large Coke. Oh man, metal. Okay, Davina says, what is the full framework? I miss the 6th. Introduce your offer. Number 6 is call to action. Oh, okay, and I said it. Okay. 7, guys, you know what? You know this 7-step framework? Yeah, I mean, if you follow the steps, so know that it's not necessarily just about, you know, the challenge, but a sales video. Okay. What is CTA? Call to action, right? You need to get them to move. If you don't tell them what to do, they don't know what to do, even though the obvious thing is to click on a button. So the call to action is getting them to click on the link by telling them to actually go do it. Biggest takeaway, specific outcome. Davina, biggest takeaway, sales video for the challenge, top tips, tangible outcome. Make it simple. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anna says, do you explain to them how they can get the first prize? Do it the way I explained. Okay, would be we incentivize you to take action. You don't have to go into detail on how we're going to be doing the draw and all of that. Just straight up, in fact, just model what I did over here. Look, if there ain't enough, there are prizes to be won. First, second, third prize. I don't explain how the draw works. I don't explain the details of it. I just explain these are the prizes. Okay, you don't need to go through the details at this juncture. Homing says, challenge is the greatest way to let others know you. Concetta says, question about my avatar. I don't know how it works in my hospitality industry. Concetta, I would say if you need clarity on your offer, apply for a hotspot like what I did with Jackie so that I can walk you through and actually coach you, because this is more of a coaching session where I need time to really go deep with you than, you know, like a Q&A. Okay. mdc@smobble.com is the email. Okay, guys, if you want to get more, then do your homework. Okay, email to my team will forward it to me, and I will put you on a hot seat just like what I did today. Okay, guys, I believe that today was an amazing session, and I look forward to, you know, doing this all day, every day with you guys, but I can only do it with you if you actually have something tangible, if you're building the funnel, if you're going through the portal, going through your homework and sending it over, okay? One last thing, which is more for housekeeping. Literally, the hotel is, I think the team told me there's 3 rooms left at Internet Mastery Retreat. For those of you that's coming, literally this, you have to go get yourself booked, like right after this call, okay? I'm not gonna make this announcement anymore. We're getting very close to the event, but if you wanna maximize your experience and if you wanna be on venue, do not postpone the accommodation anymore. Make sure you get it booked. The link is somewhere in this Facebook group. Look for what Ellie posted. We have gotten you the lowest rate possible after negotiating like a ton of back and forth with the hotel. You definitely want to stay on venue if you want to have an immersive experience with everybody else on location. Okay, we are having people fly in from all over the world, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be sharing with you all of my latest strategies, and it's going to be amazing, that much I promise. Okay, so go and get your accommodation booked, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks from now. Okay, guys, take action, and we'll talk soon. I appreciate you all. Take care, and bye-bye.